success. Now, this one is kind of close to me because I personally, I was fighting for Bouknight. I was on the let Book cook train a lot during the offseason. I thought this guy most definitely deserved more minutes than he got last year under James Borrego, who I felt was holding him back. But through these, 12 games, 12, 13 games so far this year, he hasn't shown me that he's progressed in any manner whatsoever. And he's actually shown more regression than progression. So that led me to ask this question: would it be fair, and why aren't we taking the time to see what Bryce McGowens can do with the minutes that James Bouknight has been afforded? And why aren't we just allowing Bryce McGowens to get in there and see how he could do in these sets with the backups, or maybe in spots, maybe with a few offensive players? If you look at the stats right here, Bouknight is playing nearly 20 minutes, only averaging 6 points a game. What's that? 31% from the field and only 22% from deep. That is absolutely atrocious. A 4.3 PER is absolutely terrible. So that just led me to believe, all right, so let's take a look at what Bryce McGowens was doing. Now, mind you, this is a very small sample size. This is only garbage time minutes, or maybe at the end of a half or something like that. But in only 6 minutes, he's averaging over half, slightly over half of what Bouknight is doing at a 55% clip and 33% from deep. And that is at a 20.2 PER and a true shooting percentage that is over 3% higher than James Bouknight. Now, I know a lot of you may look and say, okay, but this doesn't mean anything. So I say, okay, let's look at these numbers and let's look at these players if their numbers were adjusted to a per 30-minute basis. Now, if you all don't understand what the adjustment to per 36 is, this is taking what they average during the minutes that they currently do get and projecting that production out to as if they played heavy minutes as a star or a starter in the league, being 36 minutes. So if each of these guys was afforded 36 minutes in the game, this is what the advanced numbers projects out that they would do. And with that being said, James Bouknight has a slight increase as far as with his overall production when it comes to points, but Bryce McGowens continues to be a more efficient player. And I know a lot of people may look at these and say, okay, well, Bouknight will produce the assists. Well, when you look at the total point differential between the two, when it comes to actual points responsible for, that actually becomes pretty much a wash, as Bryce McGowens would be shooting over 20% better from the field and over 10% from deep better than James Bouknight. So if you are the Charlotte Hornets, why not give Bryce McGowens a chance to get out there and play with these reserves, especially during the time where we've had our lead guards out. Our top 3 guards actually have all missed time, a large amount of time this year. So why aren't we actually going out there and seeing what McGowens can do? I appreciate and I truly respect the team's their confidence in James Bouknight. Mitch Kupchak spoke last year about he expected the rookies to play more than they did, James Bouknight specifically. But with what we've seen him do in the production that we've actually seen him put forth on the court, I don't think it's necessarily fair to say that he showed us any indication that he is better than Bryce McGowens. So other than the fact that McGowens is a rookie and a second-round pick, what have we seen that indicates in any way, shape, or form that Bouknight would be a more productive player in this offense and or defense than McGowens?